60% of their undocumented population said, it is not safe here anymore. We're going to Nevada, we're going to New Mexico, we're going to California, we're going to Texas. What do you think the prices of house did? Houses went from 2 to 4 months to 6 to 12 months. So these guys that are saying they're conservative and they're trying to save you, lower your taxes, fiscal conservatives, what does that mean is going to happen to your tax bill tomorrow?
Double, triple.
It's going to go up because your neighbor's house is going to cost more and because people are going to pay more for the houses because people are still going to move here. But undocumented people are going to not be here and we're not going to be building those homes. So what's happened to the GDP, I'm not going to take any questions. I'm just going to say a couple of things. I'm going to give the mic back because there's a lot more important things to talk about than what I'm going to say. Arizona's GDP has gone down 2% year over year. We are talking about this Texas miracle. It's going to happen here. Our GDP is going to go down. There's 1.7 million undocumented people in Texas. Imagine what would happen if 60% of those people left. What's going to happen to our Latino communities, to our immigrant communities in Fort Worth where there's over 100,000, in Dallas where there's almost 200,000. Ghost towns, just like there were in Dallas. How many of you guys have ever heard the word rolling Mexicans? Y'all ever heard the word, I'm going to go roll some Mexicans tonight? You have? When I was a kid, it wasn't uncommon, and Allie knows this, my sister Alejandra. People would stand around the corner from where the store entrance was, and they'd wait for Latinos to walk around the corner, and they'd bust them, kick them, stomp them, take their money out of their front pocket, because that's where Latinos used to always keep their money, right in the front pocket. And I can remember when people would walk back in the store after they'd been beat up. And you see them come in, they're crushed, you know, they spilled their six-pack. No money. Call the police. And even though it had happened and I witnessed it being in the store because I used to play the little video games, it didn't really hit me until it happened to our dad. And I can remember me and my brothers, because we had 5 brothers, running to that store saying, I hope those clowns are still there. Because if they are, I know what's going to happen to them. It's going to be worse than what happened to my dad. And that's what happened to Mr. Ontiveros. Where people are prowling on us. So when Governor Abbott says, hey man, you know this guy, he committed a crime, he killed somebody, he's undocumented, he should never be in this country. Guess what? Just like he wanted to put blood in our hands, because we let immigrants come into this country, now the blood's on your hands for Mr. Ontiveros' death. And that's the message we need to tell these city council members. The blood's going to be on your hands when it happens in Fort Worth, Texas. So when you go and have those meetings with those people and you call them, don't be nice, be real. Because hopefully it doesn't happen to your family. But guess what? The likelihood is it's going to. And it might not happen to the black community. And it may not happen in the Anglo community. But it's going to happen in my community. I still live in poverty. I still live by that little neighborhood store. I still live by that store that has that funky little angle that you could never see around the corner when there's somebody waiting for you. So when these people are telling you, oh no, we follow the law, we follow federal law, how is that going to help the guy that's getting beat underneath the truck? See, all y'all are serious, and I'm glad y'all are. Because that's exactly what the city council person listening to this story across from you needs to feel like them when you talk to them. And you need to shut them up. Because they're not taking this seriously. Because they haven't experienced what we have experienced in our own communities. And they're not experiencing the pain that the Ontiveros family is feeling right now. So today, I filed HB 53 to repeal Sb4. And what I'm talking about today is exactly what I want to talk about on the House floor, if God willing, we're allowed to hear the bill again on the floor. So what can y'all do? Whenever it gets to the committee, and if and when it ever even gets referred to a committee, call that committee chairman. And when and if it even comes out of that committee, which God, I'm pretty sure that they're not even going to let it out, then you contact Chairman Hunter and Callendars and you make sure he lets it out so that we can have this discussion again on the floor, because this bill is going to kill people. And the blood is going to be on the hands of everybody that supported it.
Is that 53 or 54?
53. Thank you guys for